I've wanted to be a firefighter since I was a kid.
For 9 years, Chris Jones of Chino lived his lifelong passion, battling flames in his yellow jacket, saving lives as a paramedic.
People call in their worst moments. It's nice that we can go and kind of give them support.
But Chris hasn't worn his uniform for 5 months.
My life got flipped upside down.
Chris says he can't climb ladders, can't lift gurneys. He can't even lift his own children.
I was poisoned.
Poisoned, he says, by a medication millions of Americans take every year, a powerful antibiotic called ciprofloxacin. It's more commonly known by the brand name Cipro. Chris's ordeal started in October with groin pain.
I thought it was a hernia.
His doctor suspected an infection.
And he prescribed me a medication called Cipro.
He actually took the generic. 2 days after starting it, Chris called his doctor.
I said, hey, I'm having this soreness in my legs. And on the medication side effects, it says it could cause some like muscle weakness and pain. And he said that only happens to people who are over 60, who have medical problems, keep taking the medicine.
Chris then went to a specialist and told him about disturbing side effects he'd been seeing online. Chris says that new doctor did not believe ciprofloxacin was causing his problems.
He told me to stay off the internet, and he wrote me another prescription.
Just a day after starting his third bottle.
I went on a walk with my dog after taking the medicine, and it felt like a bomb went off in my body.
From his hips down, excruciating pain.
My hamstrings, my knees, the tendons behind my knees, and my ankles.
Chris says he hasn't been the same ever since, and no one misses the old Chris more than his twin brother Jeremy.
You know, we used to go to the gym together, hiking together.
They even worked together in the same fire station.
Every day we would drive to work together and go home to work together, and now he's not coming home with me anymore. After that medication, everything changed.
Ciprofloxacin is one of a class of antibiotics called fluoroquinolones. Other drugs in the same class include Levaquin and Avelox. These drugs are so strong they can kill anthrax. They also kill a wide variety of bacteria that causes all kinds of common infections. That's why they're so popular. But some experts say the drugs are prescribed too freely for illnesses that could be treated with less powerful meds.
Doctors are not aware of the full range of toxicities that are associated with the quinolones.
Dr. Charles Bennett is a professor of pharmacy at the University of South Carolina. He's filed a citizen's petition asking the FDA for broader warnings for fluoroquinolones. He says Chris is far from alone.
His story is so, to me, typical of many of the stories I've read about and looked through FDA files on.
Drug makers and the FDA are open about many of the dangers. Tendon damage, nerve damage, they're all on the label. But with up to 23 million prescriptions being filled in a year, Chris believes
they haven't done a good enough job warning the public about how dangerous this drug is.
Chris is anxious to pick up his daughter, coach his son again, get back to work at the fire station with his brother. But even the FDA acknowledges some side effects could be permanent, so there's no way to predict when any of that might happen.
The hardest thing is not knowing. I just don't know if I'm going to get better or not, and no one can tell me.